Leilani. Hey, how are you? I'm all right. I am all right. How are your girls doing? That's good. Hmm. Oh, so this is my part of going live every day in March, and I'm tired today, so I really had to push myself to hit that live button today. So if I seem like my energy is off, it's because it is. I am so tired. I'm like, man, tired today. Crystal, thank you for coming. Only every day one I try to do is Christmas or Halloween month. Yeah, I don't do it then, and I just but I decided I would try it just to see if I could actually do it. We'll see as the month goes on, because we're still in the first week. I have I have a little bit of confidence in myself, but I don't know, because today I really had to push myself. And I'm like, that's going to be a struggle to come up with a topic and, you know, because I don't want to bore everybody to sleep. And we all know I'm not the most, like, I'm just not a overly bubbly type person. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, I can't. I don't know. I'm saying I'm gonna do it and we'll see. Hey Vern, thank you for coming. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna push myself. I'm really gonna try to push myself. It's not easy though, because it's only been 4 days and I'm like, oh, I'm tired. And I'm already like, I'm done with this. This too much. It's too much. But I'm not a quitter, so I said, don't quit already. It's only been 4 days. Get over yourself. And you don't have to make it long. It doesn't have to be a long live. It can be, it could be a short live. It could be 15, 20 minutes, no problem. Because as y'all can see today, I look um like I just got out of the joint. And I don't even care. Yesterday I was just a little dolled up, just a little bit. But today I'm like, somebody just picked me up from the county. Ah, Vern. Oh, thank you. Vern. Doggone it. You're gonna make me cry. Thank you so much. I still haven't come up with a super chat dance yet. I'm gonna work on it. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, and I did check out your link tree, Vern. So I'm gonna be probably checking out some wine here pretty soon. Mrs. Naturally, hey sis. So how's everybody doing today? How are you ladies doing? How was everybody's day? What did y'all do today? I worked. I I logged off at 5 today. I didn't stay on late. Actually, was it even 5 when I logged off? Yeah, it was. I logged off right at 5 o'clock today. So I just because I was gonna stay on a little later because I wanted to work on some stuff, but I said, you know what, today is enough. Enough is enough. I'm done with today. Tomorrow is always there. I'll do what I can tomorrow. Because next week I'm actually gonna be off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the following Monday. I needed some time off, so I just, even if it's just being in the house, I need to take a step back. Homeschool my youngest and ran errands for Papa. Oh, that's good. That's a busy day. I rarely leave my house, so although I do have a doctor's appointment next week, so I'm forced to go. So I'll be doing that's next Friday, I think. Yeah, I needed to take some time off because I'm tired. Even though I'm working from home, it's mentally, my brain is mush. I feel like I feel like my brain is just like, yeah, okay. I really feel like my mind just ain't I'm not focused at all. That's what's happening to me is I'm just not focused at all. Like it's crazy. I'm just so unfocused on stuff. So I said, you know what? I need to take some time off because y'all haven't had a vacation. And I say this and people don't believe me, but I honestly have not had a real like vacation where I took a trip and went somewhere other than like locally. And to me, locally is like Utah, Arizona. That's local to me. That's because that's within driving distance. And actually, the last time I drove to St. George was in 2018 was the last time I went there. And I usually go for 3 days, but we haven't been having the convention there, so I haven't done that. And the last time I went on a vacation, where I had to actually, where I left the country, was in 2011. That's the last time. So it's been a long time. It's been a long time. So I definitely need a vacation. Um, well, not left the country, I should say, but left the state. Like went far outside of the state. Mr. Wise, welcome. How are you, Mr. Wise? Thank you for coming. So yeah, that's you know, and I still think I may, probably not this month, but maybe next month. I'm thinking, or maybe if I can plan it all out, I'm just gonna take a little trip. I kind of want to go to Texas, so I think I'm gonna go. Since they ain't wearing masks anyways, I just have to do, just do my son told me, just do your due diligence and go. And I'm like, well, yeah, we'll see. Yes, I do. I do need time off. I need I need time off versus stay home. I listen. I want to go, I'm tired of being in the house. Like I really am. I'm tired of being in the house cuz I'm always in the house. Like I never go anywhere. I don't even go to the grocery store. So I need to get out of the house. She said not Texas. I'm wearing a mask and you need to come here. I that's what I'm saying. I was just talking to Tavy about that today, TT. Hey TT. I was just telling him that I want to come and visit. Yeah, from what I hear, Georgia, they're not mandating masks anymore, so not many people are wearing them. And I guess Texas lifted the mask mandate, so it is what it is. But so let me ask y'all something. So as you can see from the title, this is just something, and it's not. This isn't about like all like romantic relationships. This can be any relationships with your children, with your friends, family, whoever you live with. But has the lockdown put a strain on those relationships? Tasty Mafia. Hey sis, welcome. Thank you for coming. Would you say that this, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the word anymore, but I have the same pen in a couple of colors. Oh, do you really? Fanny gave me this. My friend Fanny that comes to the live sometimes, she gave me this. Her and her little girls gave me this pen and this little notepad. It's really cute. So I'm doing okay, Cleveland. I've been doing all right. But I'm gonna say I'll go first because I know everybody is speaking and everything to each other. Um, for me, I will say it's been hard just being in the house all the time with my sons. I love them, I do, or they know I love them, but honestly, not leaving the house and being away from them and just being at home all day and it's been hard. For me, it's been hard. And I know it's probably been hard on them too, because they're not used to me being here in the day, but they've had to, during the day, I should say, but they've had to adjust to me being here during the day since this all started. Because I've been working from home a year now. And so I know for me, I sometimes feel like, uh, y'all still here? Like, don't y'all want to go somewhere? And I'd be happy when they leave. I do. Because then I have the house to myself and I have my thoughts to myself. I don't have to hear no noise, nobody dropping nothing, nobody playing music I don't want to hear. No, I just, just nobody coming and standing in the refrigerator like something new appeared since the last 5 times they came and looked in it. That kind of stuff. So I feel like it's definitely been a little hard. But I think in a sense it has brought us a little bit closer because we're forced to talk to each other now. Cause ain't nobody really going anywhere. So it's like we do talk to each other more. They open up to me a little bit more with me being at home, but um it's just been hard. It's just really been an adjustment. So how have things been for you guys? How have things been for you and your families since all of this started? Don't everybody answer at once now. And y'all, I want to do StreamYards, but I I only want to do StreamYards if I'm gonna have people that are willing to come on the panel with me. What is he listening to? Can y'all hear that? Hold on, y'all. AKA James Money 615. Hey, welcome. But just like in general, like just looking online and like reading different people's posts and stuff like that, it seems like everybody is kind of feeling the same way. Um, and on the husband and wife side of things, it seems like more people are having problems. Some people aren't because some people have had babies and they doing pretty good, but some people have really been going through it. It's okay, Angel. I just want everything to go back like it was. I miss New Orleans culture. Yeah, I bet. I bet you do. I got to get back to me getting out. It's been hard. Anxiety has gotten to me. My kids been getting on my nerves now. It's worse, but they've grown closer to each other. Now the husband child. Listen, it's crazy to me how everything happened because y'all know I filed for my divorce in February and we actually went and signed the papers in February. And then yeah, it was February when we filed for the divorce and it was finalized in April. And I feel like things, work out as they should. I'm not going to say everything happens for a reason cuz that happened because we didn't do the work, but um I have to say I'm kind of glad though that I wasn't attached to anybody going through this because um whew, I ain't talking bad about him. I don't have nothing against him. I have no ill feelings towards him, but um y'all, I I fear that if we had to go through this together, I would have ended up on the news. So it's for the best that we uncoupled, as they call it these days, because I couldn't do it. Because I'm the kind of person I believe in following the rules. And he's more or less like not really a person that plays by the rules. So, uh-uh. Girl, I would have been on the news. It would have been world news. Shay. It would have been I would have been on the news because his attitude would have made me just the lack of staying at home and doing the right thing would have made me want to choke him out. So, you know. So it's like, nope, it's for the best. Things work out as they should sometimes. And I don't have nothing against him. I don't. I really don't. I wish him the best. I hope everything works out for him. I hope he finds somebody that, makes him happy and all of that. But for me, he just wasn't for me. And when I think back to this whole situation and how it would have been horrible. It would have been horrible. It would have been a whole crazy mess. Like it really would have been. So, I'm like, no. And somebody was asking me, um, would I want to date during this? And I'm like, what would it be? Zoom dates? Because I'm not going out with nobody. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to a restaurant, and I'm still not comfortable with that. So where are we going? I mean, we could go to the park, but other than that, I mean, I'm not. So I was just kind of like, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not. I've given it some thought, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't. I don't know. Stop making me laugh. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to make you laugh, Sonia. No, but for real, like I'm like, where we going? It ain't nowhere to go, and I don't want nobody coming over here. I don't. I'm just so y'all. It's gonna be hard for you, girl, to get back out there. I'm just saying, it's gonna be hard because I'm awkward. I'm awkward anyways, and it's gonna be very awkward to date. That's gonna be super awkward. A drive-through meetup. Well, I gotta get a car first because I still ain't did that. So that's gotta happen. Virgin Closet, don't say not Texas. I'm safe and will continue to practice safety. Vern says stay. Vern told me to stay at home. And definitely don't go to Texas. But I do need to go somewhere though, y'all. I'm for real. I need to go somewhere. So that's my plan. I'm gonna sit down probably tomorrow. Once I log off from work, I'm gonna sit down and start planning out something. The hood table. Hey, welcome. Oh, okay, no problem. Thank you for coming through. Um, I just she said not Texas, the governor is weird. Stay at home. I can't. I got to get out of this house, Vern. I have to. I have to get out of the house. And I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna keep wearing my mask. I'm not gonna play with these people just because they not wearing one. I'm gonna wear my mask and have my hand sanitizer and do everything that I do like I'm supposed to keep myself. But I just, I feel like I'm starting to go crazy being in this house all the time. Just walking outside, walking to the mailbox. I'm tired of that. Oh, of course. It's yeah, we know it's all about money, but you know, it is what it is. But I feel like I mean I ain't saying like I said, I ain't gonna be going to no Roro parties or nothing. But I'm not just gonna I gotta get out of here. I can't live in fear, you know. Baby, it was 77 degrees. I was feeling myself, honey. It was nice here today too. I actually stood outside for a little while talking to my son. I stood out there with him while he was waiting on his friend to come and pick him up. And we just stood out there and took in some sun and talked to him for a minute because I get so tired of being in this house. It's snowing. What? Oh, you in Colorado though. See, that sucks. It's March. Tell the snow to leave. Yes, she would have been on the news and lost her freedom. Look, you already know. I would have been on the news. And you would have been sitting there at home reading it on Facebook, shaking your head like, wow, that's my niece. She done got locked up. Girl, it snows here late as July. Oh no. No, ma'am. Cause I'm a summer baby. I was born in the summer. I cannot do that kind of weather. It just ain't for me. Yeah, it's hard being in the house. Like I'm ready to be out of the house. And I don't know. I just think I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll be more open to talking to someone or seeing someone, but not. I just, y'all, I just don't even want to do that. I don't even want to do that. Like, I'm like, just the thought of having to listen to somebody tell me about themselves and get to know somebody is irritating to me. So all of y'all that are married or in a relationship, hold on to that because us single Pringles, it's not easy for us out here because the dating pool is a mess. Because you got married men jumping in the dating pool, and y'all know I'm not with that. I'm not with that foolishness. I'm not with it. Like no, you get out of my DMs. Don't make me put you on blast. Low key, I miss being single. Girl, listen, the thing is I liked being married. I liked being in a relationship. I don't necessarily like to be single, but at the same time, I don't want to I don't want to date. I just don't want to date. I don't want to deal with that. Well, don't hold on to it if it ain't right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, like I said a few minutes ago, with me and my ex husband, that didn't work out because we didn't do the work. Marriage is work, and you have to be willing to do the work. And one person can't just be doing the work by themselves, because then it's never gonna. It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna stay together. And then when somebody gets married and still want to date other people, that doesn't work out either. You can't be married and dating outside the marriage. You're supposed to date within the marriage. Date your wife, date your husband. You can't be out there having women on the side and all that kind of stuff. That's foolishness. Nobody want to deal with that. Yes, that's the problem. I'm tired. I get you. Yeah, I feel you. Shay said marriage is overrated. Listen, before I got married, I used to say I was never going to get married. Like, I'm not really, I didn't care. It wasn't something that I was looking for. It wasn't like, ooh, I got to get married. I just want to be a wife. No, I was cool with being single and dating and just hanging out. But then at some point, I did kind of get tired of dating and dealing with dumb people and then I decided, okay, maybe I should settle down. And that lasted a hot minute. Child, I'm Molly the maid at times. Shut up, girl. You so crazy. Adventures with Sal. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for coming. She said I'm Molly the maid sometimes. You are crazy. Girl. Day Claiborne. Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming. Welcome to Angel Lives. She said, I'm for real, girl. You are crazy. Whoo, Molly the maid. I'm going to use that one. um, Marriage is a lot of work. It is. And like I said, just talking to different people and seeing different things. A lot of people have been saying that they've been having a hard time going through this whole pandemic or whatever, and just being being locked down, not able to go out like they normally do, and not able to be as social, because some people within their relationships, they don't necessarily do things together. They weren't doing things together before this all started. They go out, he goes out with his friends, she goes out with her friends, and so on and so forth. And it's like, I mean, to me, I feel like that's not how marriage is supposed to work, but to each is their own. But now that you're forced to be in the house together all the time, things ain't working out. People are discovering that they don't really like each other. And you have to like your mate. You can love them, but some people love each other and don't like each other. And that's not good. Then I'm a therapist and some more stuff. Listen, I'm like a nurse practitioner. I'm the maid, I'm the chef. Um, I'm all of that. I'm all around caregiver in this piece on top of working full time. So, but you know, it is what it is. I'm mom, so that's why they come to me for everything. But I feel like if I was still married going through this, like I said, it would have been a bad situation, because you can't be that person that feels like you want to break the rules. You're going to do what you want to do, but you have somebody that's high risk that's living under the same roof with you, which is the same thing I told my kids. Like, y'all got to realize I have health conditions that makes me more vulnerable. So y'all want to be in and out of here, y'all got to be clean, because don't bring me nothing. Don't bring nothing else up in here. And with him, he would have definitely brought it to me. I probably would have had it early on. I would have had it early on, because he wasn't one to stay at home. He was not one to stay at home. And I think some people really need to think about that before they jump into marriage, because the ex to me, and I don't know how folks do in marriage now, but what? I'm serious, Sonia. I'm serious. I don't know how people do in marriage now, but I thought that when you got married, you were supposed to want to be in and around your partner and spend time with your mate. I thought that's what it was about. Sin and Mo, hey fam, welcome. Thank you for coming. I just popped in at the right time and heard you say you're coming to Texas. Love you, Angel Bug. Good night. Good night, TT. I am. I'm coming. I'm coming this summer. I'll be there. If not before the summer, I'll be there for sure. That's my goal. That's my plan. So I'll be there. Yes, ma'am, honey. My husband is a mechanic. Lord greasy. That's yeah, but that ain't that's he was just not, it just I mean, I don't know. Some people just too social. And they social with the wrong way. And like I said, You got to be willing to do that work, and you can't do it by yourself. You just can't. But like I was saying, I know some people, this lockdown and pandemic has brought people closer together. It's, they are, people are more, are closer. People are having more conversations and actually talking through their issues and trying to work things out. But then you got the other side of that where people was like, I hate you. I hate him. I hate her. I don't want to be with her no more. I don't want to be with him. This is ridiculous. They can't stand each other. And to me, that's crazy. It's like, wow, y'all wait until times get tough to want to break apart. And it's like, wow, that's crazy. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm glad that in my marriage, we didn't have any kids together. I'm glad because I hate to see families break up anyways, but I especially hate to see relationships end when there's kids involved because that's hard on kids because kids don't understand that. So I just, I'm glad that, you know, that we didn't have any of those. All jokes aside, marriage are about growth. Yeah, marriage should be about growth, growing together. But I'll be real honest. In my marriage, I felt like we were always growing it individually. We were never headed in the same direction. We were never on the same page. And that's the problem because you do need to be on the same page when you're married. And I knew all of this. Y'all knew this. I knew all of this while I was in the situation. And I learned it even more so once it was over. But you can't tell grown people how to do things. And if a person is just not willing, they just not willing. And I wasn't one to try to force anybody to do anything. Like you want to be out there doing what you want to do, go ahead. And like I said, I look at it as a blessing in disguise because I've been okay. I've been okay. I haven't had to split nobody's head open. I'm just playing. I wouldn't do that. I ain't had to bust nobody head to the white meat. So, it's been all right. I just be playing when I say stuff like that. I'm not violent. Yeah, I tried. Of course, I tried. I was trying hard. But towards the end, it was like, all right, something is not, something ain't right here. And I don't have any ill feelings towards him. I really don't. I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I can't hate him. I just can't. I'm not a hateful person, but it just, it didn't work out. But now I got all these clowns sending me messages on Facebook Messenger, Instagram. I'm just like, email. Like, come on, y'all. Really? They emailing? You emailed me? That's odd. Anyways, that's so weird to me. That's weird to me. When I saw the email, I was like, what? Did you really email me? who who emailed somebody trying to holler? Like, what? This is this 1997? Like, what is going on? Like, did he really email me? Anyways, I just thought that was very strange. I laughed. It was funny to me because I'm like, wait, what am I reading? And I mean, okay, I thought it was kind of cute in a sense, but then I was like, dude, you really emailed me? You could have just DM'd me. Then he did DM me. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. But I will tell y'all this. If I decide to start dating or whatever, I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna make sure that I record it and share it with y'all. Cause it's gonna be ridiculous because like I said, I'm very awkward now. So I'm super awkward. And I think I've always been kind of awkward when it comes to that kind of stuff, but it's gonna be even worse now. So we'll see. I have to laugh, y'all, because I have gotten some of the funniest DMs and some of the most silliest stuff. Like in my inbox for the first time, I was like, listen, honestly, since I started doing YouTube, that's when I started getting a lot of DMs and stuff. I mean, every once in a while before I started doing YouTube, I would get a lot of DMs. But of course, then I was married. So it was like, I'm married, no thank you, block. But then, once we separated and then got divorced, I was more open to conversation. But there's men that are really pushy. They're really super pushy when they slide in your DMs. And it's like, no, no. Dude, talking about drop me your Addy so I could stop by my Addy. What's my Addy? Cause I ain't know what he was talking about. I'm old. It's like my Addy? Uh, I think I asked my youngest son, what's the Addy? And he was like, Mom, your address. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, stop playing with me. Girl, I mean, like, really, especially when they see you're active. Right. Listen, I'm for real. And I was like, my Addy. What's my Addy? And then I said, oh, my address. No, I'm not giving you my address. Like, I'm not giving you my address. You show up at my house, I got some hot grits with your name on them. So don't play with me. My address? If you don't know me, what would make you think that I'm going to give you my address? Like, hey, JJ. Like, I was really tripping on that. Like, right, exactly. Boy, bye. Like, I'm not giving you my address. For what? Tell about so I could come by and leave you a surprise. Since we're in a pandemic, I won't try to come in. I'm like, you're not even getting my address. Like, you crazy. Like, that's too much. But it's and then the thing is they look at it like every woman is desperate. So they want every woman they slide in your DMs, they think you're gonna be like, yeah, come on. No. Yes, they are bold. Super bold. Cause I'm like, uh, no, no, I can't give you my address, but so I blocked him. I ended up blocking him. And then you get the ones that are just nasty and they stuck in Black Planet days. Y'all remember Black Planet? They still think they on Black Planet. So they on Instagram and Facebook Messenger sending you filth. And it's like, what is this? This is not MySpace. I need you to calm down. Like for real. It's crazy though. And I'm just like, man, people that are in relationships don't know how fortunate they are right now. So don't be out there trying to leave your relationship. Stay in it. Work it out. Unless it's just some stuff that happened that just really shouldn't have happened and y'all need to part, then I get it. But he went way back with Black Planet. Listen, I told y'all I'm older. Yeah, Black Planet. Like, did you really just send me that? Ew. No. Y'all, I'd be scared to open DMs sometimes. Like I don't even want to open that. And on Facebook, with Facebook Messenger, if you're not connected, they'll say so and so wants to send you a message. Y'all, I'd be so scared. I'd be looking at the phone like, do I want to open this? Like I I don't even know if I want to open these messages. But it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. You haven't been where in years? JJ, where you haven't been in years? But yeah, I don't know, y'all. It's funny. It's funny. And then I had somebody send me a link to some dating app, and I was like, um, no, thank you. Thanks. No, I'm good. Thank you though. I I can't do plenty of fish and Tinder and I oh, and somebody sent me the thing for Facebook dating, and I'm like, nah, because people are already off the chain on Facebook without the dating app. Facebook is off the chain now. I really just post videos on there. Yeah, that's really. I mean, I post memes sometimes just because most of the people that I follow and that follow me are family and people that I've known for years. So I don't really, you know. Why can't I find a psycho girl to send me pictures? You're married. Last time I checked. I mean, I ain't all in your business or nothing, but you don't need any pictures, sir. Yeah, I be thinking to myself, these dudes are crazy. And then I'm like, some of these dudes, you too old for that. You know better. You are too old for that. And I actually did send a dude a message back and tell him, put your clothes on and don't ever send me that ever again. Like, you too old for that. You know better. You are, sir, you are too old for that. Get it together. You doing too much. I know you did not send me that. And that's been happening, like I said, since I started YouTube a lot. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I was shocked. Like, what's wrong with you? Who does that? And Tasty, Facebook been off the chain. Face people do such crazy. I see the craziest stuff on Facebook, and sometimes it's funny stuff. Like, cause I like to laugh. Y'all know I'm goofy. I like to laugh, and I like funny videos and stuff. But sometimes with the fight videos and stuff like that, I don't. I'm tired of that. Like, y'all sit down somewhere and stop fighting and posting it on Facebook. Like, when are people gonna learn that's not funny or cute? But it's just like I said, those of you who are married and in relationships, stick with your partner. Stick it out. Listen to Angel. Listen to Angel. Okay? Don't don't leave this live and forget what I told you. Stay with your mate. Work it out. Seek counseling. You can even do counseling on Zoom now. So seek counseling, seek prayer, whatever you got to do, but stick it out because the dating pool is a mess. It's a hot mess. It's yeah, it's a mess. It is. It's a mess. Yeah, it's crazy. But I just, I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep y'all posted. I'm for real, girl. Listen. Listen, I know it's hard, but stick it out. Stick it out. Just, because being single in this world is, you might think what you're going through in your current situation is rough, but when you single, you got everybody out there wanting to fix you up. You got everybody DMing you, sending you stuff you didn't want to see. You got some people messaging you, trying to force you to be in a relationship with them, and you like, what? What is wrong with you? Like, see, I don't trust you. Cause see, you would be one of them. You mess around, be around you, and fall asleep and wake up married. Like, what happened? How did we get married? I don't even remember the night because you done slipped some in my drink. So no, mm-mm, no. Only if you happy, stick it out. Listen, and I agree with that, but sometimes you have to really look at yourself. And I'm being so serious with y'all right now. And I'm gonna try not to get emotional when I say this because I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were asking me about my ex-husband. And if I'm boring y'all can, I understand. But they were asking me about him, and I was just telling them, I haven't heard from him. We don't talk like that cuz I want him to move on and live his life cuz I've moved on and I'm trying to live mine. Like I said, I don't have any ill feelings towards him, but one of the things that this person that I was talking to used to always tell me when I was married is to work on myself. And I've said this before because it's so easy to place blame on somebody else when you're not happy in a relationship. When you're not happy in the relationship, it's so easy to say, well, he's doing this or she's doing that, and I'm just unhappy. But you really have to stop and look at yourself. Like, you have to take a hard look at yourself. What am I doing wrong, or what have I done wrong? Because, see, now I feel like if I do meet someone and decide to get married again, I'll be better equipped because I'll know that just because I'm married doesn't mean that I should stop focusing on myself. And I need to work on myself. You always need to continue to work on yourself, no matter what it is, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever you need to work on with you for you to make you happy, because your happiness starts with you. You can't depend on anybody else to make you happy. You can't depend on another person for your happiness. So that is when she said, Angel, I know it makes you sad sometimes, but you you learn to look at yourself, and hopefully he learns to look at himself, and he can't blame you and you can't blame him. Yes, he did some things he shouldn't do, but ultimately y'all both were responsible for the end of the marriage, and it's true. You love my lives. Thank you. I try. I just be rambling most of the time, girl. I'm back. Had to get in the shower. Okay. Thanks for coming back. Don't blame their mishaps on what you need to do in a new relationship. Sometimes it's not you, it's them. Yeah, it is. But I'm just saying, for me, Crystal, personally, I can look back and see where I did some things that I shouldn't have done. First, I was always loyal. I was faithful. It was never anything like that on my end. There was no infidelity on my end. But the way I handled some things, I know it wasn't right. And the thing is when you get married, marriage is a joining of two imperfect people because we're all imperfect. So things ain't gonna be perfect. And I didn't expect perfection. All I wanted was respect and honesty. And sometimes some people just can't give you that. They're not willing to give you that because they're not honest with themselves and they don't respect themselves. If you don't have self respect and you're not honest with yourself, you're not going to respect anybody and you're not going to be honest with anybody. And that's just what it is. You have to respect yourself before you can show that to somebody else. So for me, it was just like, okay, yeah, that was, you didn't handle that right. But I've always been a big enough person to admit where I was wrong though. And you have some people that'll never admit when they're wrong. Even to this day, he won't admit where he was wrong and take full ownership for it. So it's like, all right, whatever. But I just know that for me, I have to always continue to work on me. And I can never put my happiness in anyone else's hands. That's really what it is for me. It's just my happiness. It hinges on me and how I do things. They never do until they want you back, girl. Hmm. And I be blocking all of those advances because ain't no back. Ain't no coming back. It ain't no coming back. Not here. You ain't coming back to me. Like nah, ain't no back. Um, cause you can really. I'll be honest. When you've been married to somebody for a while and then it ends, you sometimes might feel lonely and want to pick up the phone. I stop myself because I think about all the things that happened to put us where we were, to put us in this situation where we are, to make it break apart. And I just know that I don't ever want to go through any of those things again. Not ever again. I will never go through that foolishness again. Like I'm just not willing to. And it's not that I don't have love for him and I don't care for him. I care about him. I don't want anything bad to happen for him, but I'm definitely not in love with him anymore and I don't want to be with somebody that clearly to me, you ain't love me. So I'm not gonna play with you. We not playing those games. No, we're not doing that. And somebody said, a close friend of mine said to me, think about it this way. There's billions of people on the face of this earth. So what makes that one person so special that you can't let go when you know you need to? And I said, girl, you right. And I'm good. Okay, I'm not really sure how to say your name. Beast, yeah, with a beast. Is it beast with a money sign? Hello, welcome to Angel Lives. Thank you for coming. I had to really study that. That gave me a headache. I'm like, hey, what? Ah. Yes, you got it right. Thank you for having me. I was like, wait, I don't know. I ain't so sure I'm gonna get that right. Uh, yeah, but I'm like, mm-mm. I I don't take my own advice. Listen, I didn't either for a long time, but I'm learning to practice what you preach when it comes to things. Like, honestly, you have to. You have to, though. You have to hold yourself accountable and you do have to take your own advice. And you have to practice what you preach because it's easy for us to tell other people stuff, but are we really doing it? So that for me, everything that I've gone through, I will say everything that I've gone through in the last 2 years has taught me a lot about myself and made me realize that I need to do better for me. Thank you, JJ, for coming back. Yeah, I'm just not here for the shenanigans. Like if I just, I don't want a dramatic situation. I don't need that. Some people need drama in their relationships to make it exciting for them. I don't need that. I don't want to fight with you every day and argue with you and I'm not going to beg you. That's really not going to happen cuz I'm too proud to beg. Okay? I'm not going to beg you. So, that's we ain't playing those games over here. She, me, her. We ain't doing that. So, if you coming, you want to step to me, you better step correct. Me too, either. I'll get to the point and stop saying anything. Yeah, right. Because because what do you gain by arguing back and forth with somebody over something stupid? And even if it's not over something stupid, I feel like we're adults. You know better. You know better. So you made a choice. It was no mistake. You made a choice. And infidelity, and then I'm gonna go, y'all, because I said I was only gonna do an hour. Infidelity to me is so hard to get past it. It's hard to forgive and forget it. You can forgive, but you just don't forget. And sometimes when a person isn't trying to show you that they are trying to change and that they're going to do things differently, and when they're not truly apologetic for what they've done, it's no point. It's no point in it because they're never going to do the right thing because they're going to constantly make that choice because nobody can make you cheat. You cheat if you want to cheat. It's a choice that you made. And I will always stick to, if you really love a person, you will consider their feelings before you do something that you know will destroy them. And that's just how I feel. And I'm going to leave it at that. But y'all, thank y'all so much. You too, Cleveland. Have a good night. Thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. True statement. I don't need someone who don't want anything in life. Yeah, I don't need anybody that don't want anything, and I don't need anybody that don't want me. Period. Point blank. The end. You know? But thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate y'all. I've enjoyed it as usual. Thank y'all for coming through. I'm going to do a community post just to shout y'all out because my mouth is dry and I'm tired. So I'm going to slide on up these stairs and get myself together. Probably go to bed. It's early, it's 7 o'clock, and I'm already ready to go to bed. So, yeah. But I will definitely see y'all tomorrow in these YouTube streets, maybe later on, because I'm probably not, I don't know if I'm gonna go to sleep, but I'm definitely gonna get off this live. But again, thank y'all so much, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow.